How are we going to earn that extra $589 per day? Well, it's all about Stellar XLM and buying at the right time. In this video, I aim to show you several steps to take to ensure that we get that $589 per day plus. So this is the sort of content that you want. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and watch until the end, because trillions could flow into cryptos like Stellar XLM, and we could benefit. There is money to be made from this if we're in early. And it's clear, people, we are still early. When you look at the gains Bitcoin has made and you compare the gains Ethereum has made in its last bull run, Stellar XLM and XRP have not made these runs yet. We are still relatively low, way below its previous all-time high. We are still early. So if you want to make these gains where you can pay yourself $589 per day, you're in the right place. Because I'm going to tell you exactly how and what you need to do to make sure that happens. Yes, Nathan. So, really, getting in early. Okay, so, albeit a year ago, I got in to Stellar XLM again for my umpteenth buy at around 7 cents. Remember, we compound, okay? Buy low, sell high. So in the previous bull run, I sold some Stellar XLM so that I can get back in at a lower price, okay? I did my fundamental analysis and I did my technical analysis. And in my videos, you'll see exactly how I did that and exactly how I find price discovery, how I know where to get in and how I know where to get out. In any case, I am still in Stellar XLM, and really buying in at 7 cents is where we're going to start. I know the price is at 14, 15 cents right now, but it's still a good place to start because we're relatively low, and we have to look at this on a grander scheme. So we're investing now, maybe a couple of $100,000, not a couple of $100,000, maybe a couple of $1,000, right? $1,000, a couple of $1,000, something substantial that's going to give you a good ROI, okay? The days of investing $100 into a decent blockchain are long gone and expecting rewards of $250,000, $3-4 million. I may be wrong. Correct me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, and show me examples of where going forwards we could do that, because I'd love to know. But this blockchain, Stellar XLM, the blockchain where institutions are tokenizing their assets, okay? Institutions are using Stellar blockchain. Governments around the world are considering developing their CBDCs on the Stellar blockchain. This is the blockchain where I want to make my calls, and my call is at 7 cents, buy low, and I believe over the next 12 months or so we're going to see higher prices. Let's say, for example, that we see a price of I don't know, maybe $5, okay? So we get a price of about $5. Well, for us to get that 589, now hold on a minute, Nathan, we need to do the math quickly. Over to you. Yes, thanks for that. And yes, Nathan, we do need to do the maths. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, but Nathan, this isn't really like a passive income, and I can't really sleep on this while I'm making this money. Well, you can, because this is actually swing trading, and you've only got to do a little bit of work here and a little bit of work there to make your money work for you. And so in order to do that, what we've got to look at is price action. So we need to head on over to the charts and see where we can get some entries. Nathan, the charts. Okay, that's great, Nathan. Yes, and as you can see here, we have the Coinbase chart. And on the Coinbase chart, you can see entries that I've made, roughly speaking. And the tools that I use are really measuring tools. So I can measure roughly how much a percentage move that I'm getting up. On average, it's about 30%, an 80% dip. If I'm getting moves 30%, I'm selling. And then I'm waiting to get back in about 18% back down. So each of these moves, as you can see here, are significant because you've got a move at 7 cents, bought in at 7 cents. You've got a move in at 9 cents. We've got a move in at 0.769 cents. So ultimately, all of these spots, all of these pointers are pointing to in, out, in, out. And the way that we get an idea as to where this price movement can go or is going is by really looking at these fractals. So what has it done before in the past? Okay, and as you can see, this blue line, these blue lines here, these blue bar lines are from previous actions. We call them fractals. We use the fractals to give us an idea as to what sort of patterns we could see in the future. That's great. Thanks for that, Nathan. And yeah, I think it's vital that we follow these 7 steps, just at least the first 2 levels before you actually think about making any investment. Make sure you're solvent. Make sure you've taken care of all your bills. You're more or less debt free. Obviously, you can have a mortgage, you can have a credit card, but your income should be substantial enough to be able to service that debt effectively without it impeding your finances. Nathan, over to you. Yes, Nathan, and it's important to note that actually when we're doing this observation, when we're working out how we could earn 589 for a year by swing trading, it's just hypothetical and it's not financial advice, but this is exactly what I have done in order to get gains to buy back into crypto so I could then sell at a higher price when that comes, if that comes. But for the most part, this is prepping you for becoming a market maker, because this actually is what market makers will do. Market makers like to trade in sideways action within a range, and this is key to making actually close to $150,000 per year. Nathan, over to you. Yeah, that's great, Nathan. And you know, really, we use these fractals to determine where price is going to go. And you can check that out in my other videos, exactly how to use that. But for the most part, you could see where you can get your entries and gain profits, 30% swings here, there, and then wait for the 130% swing once you've made those little swings, so you're compounding all the time. And you don't need to quit your day job to do this. You know, you might want to make your 589 so you could pay yourself, you know, you might want to make $250,000 so you could pay yourself $589 per day doing whatever, or you can invest that into a mortgage, pay off your mortgage, you know, send your kids to uni. You know, these are the sort of things that we actually really want to do, not take a sabbatical for a year and, you know, spend that $250,000. But really, if you're already mortgage free and you want to do that, then great. This is a great way that you can make profits like that so that you can enrich your lifestyle. That's great. Thanks for that, Nathan. Some very important considerations to make there. When we're trading, you cannot trade with your emotions. You have to be strict, and really following those 7 steps to financial freedom. Levels 1 and 2 are extremely important, but how can we gain that passive income, or at least semi-passive income, trading that sideways price action that we saw there in the charts? Well, you need to understand that swing trading is a little bit like becoming a market maker, effectively. Buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high. You're creating liquidity in the market, effectively, whether you're doing it short term or long term. That is going to create liquidity within the market. But how can we do that at least semi-automatically, so semi-passively? Well, we have this thing on the Stellar Network called automated market making. And really, when we're using this system, which we're setting up on Siegfried V2, you can make a percentage a percentage point for every trade that runs through your liquidity order book. And this is key to really making those substantial figures of 150k to 200k per year. If you're in early on the blockchain, early enough, you'll be able to set yourself up for that sort of prime position. In any case, I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion. Smash the Zioncoin up there, like and subscribe, and you should check out the next video because YouTube has recommended it. Have a great day now. Take care.